When staff need to book a property for a council-led event, or if we need to block out a holiday, we're going to be using a different process than the customer booking and approval process. This is because our account that we have with CheckFront has a limited number of bookings that we're allowed each year. And so by booking a holiday or a council-led event through the customer portal, we're counting towards that usage limit that we have in our account. So by creating it in the back end, it does remove it from inventory so that our customers can't book during those time periods where we either have a holiday closure or a council-led event, but it doesn't charge us on our account either. So this is going to happen in an item event, and that's found under inventory and then item events. And you can see that I've already built several of them in here. We have holidays that are built, we have council events that are built, and we have some private events. Private events will also be booked in the same way because we're not allowing, at least upon first launch, not allowing private events to book directly through CheckFront. They must contact us and work through a different process. During this transition, we also have some transition items that are listed. This won't be ongoing, but these are existing bookings that we have in our old process prior to going live in CheckFront that we need to take out of inventory and availability as well. So to create your new one, we need to click on a new item event. We're going to be making this unavailable. So we're taking the property, the booking, out of inventory so that customers don't see it in the customer portal. For naming conventions, holidays are just simply holiday. We're not naming specifically what the holiday is. And then you can go out and find the holiday date that you need to close it for, or the weekend that you need to close it for, whatever that holiday moment is. Holidays are likely going to hit all of the categories, so we can leave all of those checked, which is the default, and hit create, and the holiday is added to our item event closure list. For a council event, we want to use council event : and then the name of the council event, whether it is a specific program name, a summer camp block, a recruitment event, a JPLS event, whatever that is, the name of the event is important here so that we know which staff members we need to follow up with or which department we need to follow up with for that council event purpose. We will want council event to have a limited number of staff who are authorized to see this and do this so that not just everybody's not a free-for-all and everybody creating these. So council event, name of the event. Typically, council events are going to be a one-time event as well, and we'll set that start day. Say we're doing our council event February 25th through 27th, just hypothetically. That council event is probably not affecting all of our properties, so I'm going to hit select none, and maybe it is affecting all of Starwood, so I can mark it here. Or it's a council event that's going to take out all of Double E from inventory for that weekend. Or it may be specific cabins that are affected or specific locations within the property. So we'll click the down caret here, and now I can book out those specific locations. So maybe my council event is only affecting Sunflower Studios. And so I'm going to select all of the Sunflower Studios locations. Remember that there are multiples for almost everything, generally 2, sometimes as many as 4, based on the pricing availability. Each time there's a different price point. There's a different, what we call child within the property. And so you'll want to make sure you click all of Sunflower Studios to make sure it's pulling all of them out of inventory. So maybe I'm also using a waterfront for this council event and the lodge. So clicking all of the properties, or all of the different individual pieces of the property that are affected by this council event that's taking place. Once I have all of that set, again, unavailable, name, one-time event, the specific dates, and the specific locations, I'll hit create to create that item event in our event list. Notice that there are a few unavailable item events already created, please don't make any edits to those. Those drive some functionality of the customer facing side for when we have the properties are available for booking. For example, we don't generally book during the week for an overnight. And so these unavailable pieces are driving a lot of that functionality. So please don't edit those. Although it is possible that a council event may need to be edited if the date changes, or we don't need the properties for as long, or we need to add a different individual item within the property. Perhaps our private events or transition events, if they cancel or change dates, may need to be edited and changed as we go. Holidays, we need to make sure we're setting those a year in advance because property is available to be booked a year in advance. So holidays and council events both should be booked a year in advance if possible to pull them out of our availability for our customers.